How's it hanging? It's Web Studios here. I'm Reed.
And I'm Jax.
Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be discussing which mask is right for you. We're going to be talking about attached and detached masks and discuss why one of them might be better for you than the other.
All of the masks in this video are going to be from heroestime.com. It's where we get most of our suits. These same topics are still applicable for other costume companies. The pricing information and the look of it might be different though.
As far as pricing goes for these two masks, the attached mask, at least for Heroes Time, is included on the suit. You won't be paying any extra if you want it attached. It'll just be whatever the price says it is on like the actual website. For detached masks, it actually will be an extra $15. Sometimes it's not, but generally $15 is what you can expect to pay for a detached mask.
The zippers on an attached mask are going to just be a neck zipper that goes all the way down towards your upper back. It's going to allow you to get your head out of the suit whenever you want to take the mask off, but it's going to stay attached to the suit, as opposed to on a detached mask where the zipper has a break in the middle, goes down from your neck to your lower back and then from your neck up to the head. So that way the detached mask has a zipper as well as you. It helps you to get into the suit better, but also allows you to get the head on without having to stretch the fabric too much.
So as far as the fit goes for these, unfortunately the attached mask normally has a little bit of extra fabric and it tends to bunch up a little bit and it doesn't look great. Heroes Time normally does sew theirs very well. However, on some of the attached masks, it just doesn't fit like how you need it to be, especially if you go with the generic sizing as opposed to getting like more specialized sizing. As far as the detached masks go, they normally sew the necks to be a little bit tighter, so it actually prevents any bunching up or any extra fabric. It actually does look a little bit more form-fitting than what you would see on an attached mask. There is a little bit of wrinkles, but I really do think that it does look better in that case.
As you guys may have guessed, the attached mask has less of a seams on the mask itself. It's going to have a more seamless look when you're wearing it. On the other hand, the detached mask also does look very good, but it does have that extra seam because you have the neck coming up here and the neck from the mask itself coming down. It doesn't look quite as movie accurate as an attached mask. The way to kind of work around this is to tuck the mask part of the neck underneath the neck part that comes from the actual body of the suit. That way you have a little bit less of a seam on there and you only see it really when you're looking up, because the neck comes up very high.
So as far as accuracy goes, the detached mask excels in canonicity to like the actual source material. In the comics, the movies, and the shows, most of everything has a detached mask that Peter wears. And everybody's familiar with the look, you know, it was in the Homecoming poster, and it's in all the movies where he takes it off to go, you know, show emotion during the movie.
Why is this happening to me?
And it also allows a lot of picture opportunities when you have a detached mask.
On the flip side, many of the practical suits that are worn in the movies for the stunts have an attached mask, so that way they are sized perfectly to the actor and it makes it look like that seamless look. In many of the shows that Spider-Man is in, when he puts the mask on, it automatically looks like it's attached and there's no seams showing. And so that's why in the movies, when they have these practical suits, they use an attached mask for scenes where he's not going to be taking the mask off, so that way you have that seamless look that you get from the comics and the shows in the movies. If you guys made it this far into the video and you're enjoying our content, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel.
So as far as practical uses for the detached masks go, I actually find them far more convenient, as you can take it off to like look at things, take pictures, and breathe a little bit. It's just incredibly convenient. However, you can't just have it, you know, in your hand the entire time. You need to find somewhere to put it, which is something that you don't really need with the attached mask. A detached mask can be very, very useful during photo shoots to mimic some of the movie posters that you might be used to seeing. When you take off the mask, it is far, far more comfortable than having a dangly little thing hanging in front of you the entire time. There's just nothing there as opposed to something, you know, in front of you. It also looks much better with the mask off.
Some practical uses of having an attached mask on your suit is that you don't have to worry about putting the mask anywhere because it's just right right there on you. And a way to get rid of the mask hanging down below and covering up your front spider is to just tuck it under the neckline of your suit to help hide that, so that way you have a more clean look on your suit. I also think it is very good for traveling. You don't have to worry about losing your detached mask while you're on a flight. It's not going to fall out of a bag or something like that when you're walking around a convention.
As far as our final thoughts go for both of the mask choices, we personally prefer the detached mask, as it's just far more convenient for us, and it allows us to mimic some of the famous shots from the movie. It's just a much easier option for us, and while the extra $15 does sometimes deter us from wanting to do it, it really is worth it, and the conveniency is just unbelievable. Face shell users, that an attached mask may actually be a better option, because you've already sacrificed the accuracy of the mask in lore with having a face shell anyway. So I do think that it would actually look better, as it would be a more seamless appearance. For us, considering we don't really use face shells, we're more leaning towards either no face shell or half face shells, the detached mask is just our preference.
Overall, it does come down to personal preference. You guys might think that the attached mask is going to be better for you and your circumstances, and so I would obviously recommend for you to go for that instead of getting a detached mask. These thoughts in this video are going to give you a guideline towards what you might want to use it for. Leave a comment down below of any questions you guys might have about getting a detached or attached mask. Check out our Instagram and our Patreon in the descriptions below. Those are great ways to help out the channel.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, with great power comes great responsibility. See you next time.